Not ready
What
for
are you
the.
talking about?
You're not ready for the next question. One pro player who's your friend you think is overrated.
Oh, that's a lot of those. Dude, that's a
Yeah.
tough question to answer. How do I say somebody that's
Yeah.
overrated?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'd say Cardi Fan 22. You know that guy's been getting that guy's. It's been out of control lately. I feel like people are regarding him as the best player in the world.
Yeah.
I think you can
Oh
really
yeah.
do whatever you want, and you can promote your content, especially in 2026. You have YouTube and TikTok and stuff. And I think
Oh, we don't have
also I want to
TikTok
say
in
I think
India. We don't have TikTok in India.
okay.
It's
Well, you have
banned.
YouTube,
You have YouTube. Yes.
Instagram, whatever you have,
Yeah.
and I'd say this is obviously later in the line, but I think like investing in like editors or like people to help you promote your content is good. Even if you lose money, like let's say you're paying your editors more money than you get from YouTube, I still think it's worth it because I
Oh,
think the
okay.
amount of people that go from YouTube to your Twitch stream and that eventually turns into, ad revenue or like
Yeah.
Twitch subs. I'm not trying to say
Hello, guys. This is me, Shine, and this is the first episode of our season-long series called the Esports Diaries. And our first guest is none other than Mr. Mason Quinn, as you guys famously know him, Mr. Durpee. I really want to thank him for doing this. And how are you doing today, Mr. Mason?
I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good as well.
I'm doing great, man. What time is it where you're from right now?
At 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So you just woke up, or everything cool with you?
Like an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
Woke up.
So all
made
your
a tweet.
all your chores done, everything done for the
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool. You get something.
Yeah.
You get something to eat, or
Yeah, I had like a little breakfast burrito that I whipped up.
breakfast burrito. Okay, man.
Yeah,
Do you,
egg white spinach.
do you hit the gym, or
Uh, Occasionally. I've been kind of inconsistent lately, especially ever since my subathon, but
okay?
like
Or
occasionally.
do you wanna be regular at it? Do you plan to get regular at it, or?
Ideally, yeah, but
Oh.
like if I have to take a day off every now and then, I'm fine with it.
What's your so just for the one Jonathan 420 625 who doesn't know you, can just introduce yourself so that that one person who actually doesn't know you from the scene gets to know you.
Yeah, so I'm Durpee. I'm a streamer. I used to compete on a lot of teams, play a lot of Reinhardt and like Sig.
Yeah.
I still kind of compete, but not as much right now.
Okay.
I play a lot of ranked, decently high ranked player, and yeah, lately I've been focusing more on like content creation, streaming,
Yeah.
while also still playing ranked and everything.
Okay. So what was your like transition? Like how did you from a casual gamer you turned into a competitive gamer, and then you turned pro, and then you turned into a pro content creator? So how was that journey like? Like, can you just tell everyone who's aspiring to become a pro or a content creator or whatever?
Yeah, I started playing Overwatch in 2016, and I kind of played very casually for like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
And then I always wanted to like get better and like
Yeah.
get higher ranked,
Yeah.
but I never really tried, and like I never really VOD or viewed or like joined a team.
Yeah.
I would kind of just play with my friends. But in like 2020, one of my friends was joining a team, so I joined it with him, and I learned a lot as a player. And it wasn't like a really good team; it was like a random team nobody's really ever heard of. But
Right.
it was like a Masters team back then, which is like Masters SR, not like Masters Vision. But
Yeah.
it was pretty good, and I learned a lot and kind of like learned more about how to play the role and more heroes. So then I joined UTD shortly after,
Oh, yeah.
and I played UTD for 1 year. I was on the B team, and then I took a year off. And when I took the year off, that's when I joined Citrus, and I played with like Zeb and Z and Scissors and like a lot of the names that you might know.
Yeah.
And that really helped me improve.
So all the
And
time,
then,
all this while you were just playing tank, or were you switching roles, or
yeah, until this point, I was still in tank every team I was on.
Yeah.
This was Overwatch 1 still,
Yeah,
so
so main tank?
and then yeah, like
Yeah,
Ryan Sig is the
yeah.
only heroes I've really ever played.
Right.
Sometimes I'd play like forever ago. I tried to play like Winston on teams and stuff, but
Right,
like
right.
I eventually just played like Ryan Sig only.
Got it.
And then after Citrus, I joined UTD again, and then I was a starter on their like main team. And I actually played Lucio for some time because they needed a Lucio player. Um,
All this
but
while, did you get like any kind of coaching or any kind of like pro help, like a proper coach who personally
I
coached
think
you?
not like one-on-one really. I've definitely had
Yeah.
some one-on-one coaches, but to be honest, I don't
Yeah.
think I learned like many things. A
Right.
lot of it was like from playing ranked,
Yeah.
and a lot of it was when I was on UTD and we were playing a lot of Rhine comps in
Yeah.
Overwatch 2. I got a lot of coaching from like Hadi and
Oh.
Christopher. They kind of coached the entire team, not just like one-on-one, but it was like a macro team coaching. And I learned a lot about how to play the comp. So really, like, I feel like it raised my game sense and kind of my understanding of how to play the game. So that helped me a lot.
How how how
And I
how how's the dynamic like when you get coached by someone who's also in the pro scene, and then you kind of face him in a tournament or you face him in ranked? So that is the same person who's coached you in the past, or has been coaching you or is coaching you, and you're facing him while playing against a different team, and you're facing him on the enemy team, and you've been like directly dueling him. So how does that dynamic work? Like, do you try to beat him, or is it like a complete respect, or do you kind of shit talk him, or the banter goes on? How does that happen?
I've never played against like Hadi, but I've had like coaches like
Yeah.
Louis from UTD. He coached me a while ago, like when I was a freshman.
Yeah.
And I've played against him in some like goats tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I always try to win, obviously, and you know, I have respect, but like I'm still trying my hardest, and
Got it.
we
How,
probably
how,
chit talk
how
back and forth because we're friends.
okay,
But
so it's like a friendly banter that goes on, right?
yeah,
Okay, cool. Got it. So your entire transition has been very natural. Like, it did not just come out of the blue. Like, you've been like in a master's team, then you slowly graduated into a better team, and then you got coached like as a team and stuff, and then you transitioned into Citrus, where you played at the highest probable highest possible level, and then you also kind of blew up on YouTube. You blew up on YouTube. Your Twitch started doing really well. I was personally following you for a really long time till I actually actively watched streams. Then my real life happened, so I stopped watching streams so much. But I still, whenever I get time, I do hop onto your stream here and there, and it's very entertaining because you know from a content creator or a semi pro to a pro, man to man kind of thing. Like, the content that you post or the content that you create, the live content also, it is such a straight faced humor. It's the comedy, the comic timing is no less than a film that you watch. Like, it's so naturally comic. Like, I can watch it, I can see the gameplay, I can see your reactions. It is so funny at times that you don't find it funny because you're living that part, but we as viewers and spectators laugh our asses off. And that is the entire idea of content creation, that I feel, because you can connect with the audience, and you can give your content out in the best possible way. I'm pretty sure you try to
yeah.
be funny as well at times, right? Or does it just you don't even mind, or does it always come naturally to you? Or
Yeah. I mean, well, I appreciate it first of all.
yeah.
But like, yeah, a lot of the time, like I'm just like playing ranked and I say stuff that I'm thinking, and I guess it's funny, but
Yeah.
I mean, there is some effort put into like if I'm off stream, I'm not going to say some of the things that I would say on
Oh
stream because I
yeah,
am
of
like
course,
trying to,
of
make
course,
things
of
funnier
course.
than they appear. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Got it. So coming back to your pro playing days, or is it over? Is your pro playing over? Have you just gone over it, or like do you still wish to play for a few more years, or like what is the thought process like right now? Because my
Um,
yeah, because that is how
Good.
I'm going to discuss. Because that is how I'm going to discuss the further topic. So is your pro plays days over, or do you still want to participate in? Uh,
I would say like if I were to compete, like I'll probably compete in the future, but it's going to be more for like I know that I'm not going to make it onto a partnered OWCS team.
okay.
And I don't really care to at this point because I think streaming is probably a better path to go anyways.
Okay.
But like I do like competing and I'll probably compete on teams in the future, but not like with the expectations of making it to a partner team, more so with like
Right.
expectations of like trying to win
Yeah.
and like also, having fun, but
Yeah.
at the same time not working myself too hard to where it's like I'm trying to meet these like impossible to reach goals.
Got it, got it. So you'll more focus on the more content creation kind of a team. Like you'll have like five streamers, or you'll participate with like friends, and try to make content out of it, and also at the same time try to win, but not have the highest expectations like you had like a year ago or something.
Yeah, well, it's not like I would just play with like five streamers and like play purely for content. Like if I'm competing, I will try to win.
Okay.
But like realistically, I know like with my hero pool and like everything and
Yeah.
like just my skill in the game compared to
Yeah.
other people, like
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to make it super far.
Got it. But even in ranked, like the hero that you play is the same hero that I play. Like I have built my entire, personality around Reinhardt. Like not personality per se, but yeah, like it is Reinhardt because I've started playing Overwatch with Reinhardt, and I've stopped at a point of time where I was just playing Reinhardt. So it was always Reinhardt for me. So the thing is with Reinhardt is like every single hero that I played against kind of countered me. Probably, maybe one or two did not, but every single hero did counter me. And it was so easy. Like they see a streamer on the enemy team, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, just switch to Orisa, switch to Bastion, switch to Mauga, go flying hero." So anything in the roster is kind of like 90% of the roster just counters you. So in ranked also it becomes difficult with the hero pool that you have, and also I have at kind of. So yeah, pro playing obviously becomes a bit difficult with that hero pool. I kind of agree with you, because the entire team has to play around you, and then it becomes a headache for them, to support a player who's just playing Ryan, or I don't know, like poke tank. Yeah. So it becomes it's harder for your teammates as well. So I do get that part where it does become a bit difficult if you want to play pro for the longest with that hero pool. Yep, I kind of agree. Do you whenever you look back at Overwatch 1 versus Overwatch 2, do you think any differences happened, like player base wise, or like how you treat the game? Do you treat Overwatch 2 a bit different than Overwatch 1, or do you just have the same mindset as you were when with Overwatch 1?
Yeah, I can answer that question, but first, do you have like a link to your podcast? Because people are asking my chat like where they can find your podcast.
Yeah. Oh, you're live? No. I mean, like I'm trying to do it, but I'll upload it. I'll upload it to my YouTube, Shine_MR.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Somebody has that, I'm sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, to answer your question, sorry. For Overwatch 2 versus Overwatch 1,
Yeah.
I would say the community is that the community has like definitely gotten worse with a lot of people leaving for like Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
But
have you tried Marvel
I think,
Rivals?
yeah, I played for a week.
And then what happened?
But I tried to get into like I honestly a lot of people went into it and like they just didn't want to play it. They didn't want to like it because it was an Overwatch, editor.
Yeah.
But like myself, like I played Doctor Strange for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I just think the game isn't optimized too well, and nothing ever really died, and it just didn't feel good to play. So I actually went back to Overwatch.
Okay, so I mean, if you try now, maybe probably because I saw a PGE video recently. Like I was just scrolling and he just came onto my feed, practicing for a tournament in gold. I thought it's a random Overwatch video, but I clicked on it. He was just playing Marvel Rivals in queue, and then he shifted to Marvel Rivals completely. I'm not selling the game, or not. I'm not patronizing Marvel Rivals, but I'm just saying that the optimization thing that you said is kind of fixed. I feel it's a bit fixed because I also don't have the best of the PCs, so I was getting like 70-80 FPS back then. Now I get around 110-120, to play at and stream at the same time. So the optimization has been fixed. My question was for you not to try Marvel Rivals, but my question was, will you be able to transition into some other game if content creation ever makes a like the major part of your life, like like XQC did. He just overnight he just switched his entire persona from being an Overwatch only to becoming so much more. So do you think a change of games or a change of platforms can be something that can be done, or?
I think it's like a matter of time. Like obviously I'd have to build up like a viewer base to where I'd be able to do that and still be successful like XQC did.
Yeah.
But like it would take like I can't just do it tomorrow, it's like I'd have to keep playing Overwatch and like cultivate an audience and like just be myself and like have people just like want to watch whatever like I do, and then eventually like I can't play Overwatch on stream for like 20 years, but if a new game comes out that's really popular, I might go play that with everybody else or whatever. But I just plan to stay on Overwatch really until it like fully dies, and then if it dies,
It's
then
it's,
I'll
it's not
maybe
gonna
leave.
die,
But
bro. We've all been through it from Overwatch 1. Every second days Overwatch is dead or nothing in
yeah,
it.
you're
The,
right.
the community sucks, but it's not gonna die, to be honest. Like it still has a major fan base. They keep pushing in content, like more or less decent content. So people keep buying stuff and selling. It's not gonna die. They probably come up with Overwatch 3 at some point of time. So
True.
yeah. So it's not gonna really die. So yeah.
I think it's like I'm willing to play Overwatch,
Yeah.
but I'm also willing to like get onto a better game. I just don't think there's a better game out right now.
How does your
But if something does come up,
how does your audience respond to when you actually play some other game on your stream? Because I have never seen you play any other game on stream. I'm not sure if you
it's
have
pretty
played.
rare.
It's pretty rare, right? So how does your
Yeah.
audience react? Do they like it? Like, do they like the content, or like do you get a lot of viewer drops, or like how does that work?
Um, for a lot of the like, if I were to play a different game lately, it would be like I'd start playing Overwatch, and then like I'd play a few hours of Overwatch, then I'd play something else.
Mm,
So I don't really notice any like big issues. I might be different if I, for a whole month committed to playing a different game.
yeah,
I'd probably see, drops in viewership and stuff. That's to be expected, but
right.
I
But
think
then
most people don't really mind.
but then slowly also pick up the audience from that particular game as well. So it's a
Yeah,
it's a process. So you lose like 10 viewers, you pick up like 5 from that game. So that keeps building. Got it.
yeah.
About your pro playing career, like just wanna just final few questions on your pro playing career. When you played pro, um, the scrim environment and the ranked environment that you constantly go through every day, uh, that part. And is there any kind of like burnout specific that you would wanna share, or how can you not burn out if you had ever gone through a burnout, and how did you manage to cope through it, in your like proper, when the coaches are on your back, like the team wants to win, and the fucking there is an org backing you and they need results. So if is there any kind of burnout, or did it ever happen that you went through a burnout session, or like how did you cope through it?
On the teams that I've been on, pretty much like
Yeah.
I'd say like I've always wanted to scrim more than the people on the team. So I never really had a problem with scrimming. I always thought it was like pretty fun, especially when you're friends with the people on the team.
Right.
But I would say like when I played in Masters Division in the last season that I was on EDM,
Right.
um, it was getting kind of busy just because the Masters Division schedule is so packed already. Like you're playing 3 games a week and it's
Right.
like random days.
Right.
And then also having to scrim on the other days is like you pretty much never really had any moment where you could do anything else because like I remember I was trying to run I ran a marathon at the end of the year last year and I was trying to like practice for the marathon and like just train
Yeah.
but I couldn't really find many times to run
uh,
because it was like I had to work and then I had to scrim and then I also had to stream so it was like where could I really run and that's why I took a break from Masters Division this season is because it was so busy but
yeah.
that was like the only time I really felt like scrims were getting in the way of my schedule. Otherwise, I've never really minded doing it.
So taking a break helps you. That's what you're trying to say. Like if it gets stressful or it gets like a lot, you just take a break, detach yourself from the entire plot.
Yeah, and especially like I'm able to do that because I'm more focused on content creation and like I have other ways to like
But
find success in Overwatch, I guess if you want to say that. But like there are players that can't really do that, and like that like people will double block every day because they're really trying to go pro,
yeah,
and it's like
4
I don't think I
hours.
could do that. But some people work their schedule
I mean,
around it.
right now you've built yourself the privilege. Like you've give people that content, that people want to enjoy watching. You do, and then you've got yourself to a position where you can have that say that yeah, I'm taking a break. Fuck it. Like I can't do this. Like this is not for me. This is not something that I want to do.
Yeah,
So you've built it for yourself. So kudos to you. Like not a lot of
appreciate it.
people can actually do that, but you did it. So that's really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks.
just end it on this like the pro thing and stuff like that. What do you think is actually like this pro player niche that people there are a lot of young players coming in India as well, like who want to play pro, who are always kind of okay, I have to play pro. Like playing pro is the ultimate goal and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to demotivate anyone. It's a very open conversation, but what's the one thing that about being a pro that feels very good from the outside, but it's actually very brutal once you get in the inside of the industry, like the playing pro industry or the esports pro industry. What do you think is that one thing?
I just think it's the path to getting there. Like, there's like three teams. You have to be on a partner team to realistically make enough money to justify being pro.
Right.
And like the path to getting there, because Blizzard hasn't supported it as much lately, is really hard because like you have to go through, open, advanced, expert, master division, then OWCS, and
Right.
it's like then you're trying like in order to make it, you have to beat like Sugar Free, Hawk, Ultraviolet, like those players to make
Yeah.
it to OWCS.
Yeah.
And I think the whole path, like it's fun if you do it with your friends, but I just like people look at it from the outside and they think it's like, oh yeah, you just compete and you grind to get there. But like realistically, you have to beat the best of the best to even like make OWCS. And then even then, you're probably not making enough money to justify it. And it's just like it'd be a lot easier if they pour more like money and resources into it.
Right. But then again, like if they also do put in the money, like, and you still are not beating the pros, is that good enough for you for being a pro? Like, if you're at that level, you probably, like, 1 out of 10 times you should also beat that pro, right? Like, what's the point
Yeah.
of being there, like, constantly finishing 10th?
Yeah.
There's no point constantly finishing 10th, right? Even if they put in the money, will it justify your own satisfaction? I don't think so. That's my personal opinion. Like, yeah, of course, Blizzard is paying me and I'm just keeping on playing and I'm constantly finishing bottom of the table. I think my personal self would disagree to that entire, like, what am I getting paid for, right? Kind of these kind of questions will pop off, like, okay, every single day I'm just showing up, it's like Shanghai Dragons of the first fucking Overwatch league. Every day they're showing up just to lose. It's, these self, motivation kind of goes down at that point. But that's my personal opinion. I don't want to, but yeah, if they do pour in some money,
No, yeah.
yeah, I mean, there also has to be a proper pipeline and infrastructure on how to train players who can actually, come up and beat the pro players. Proper coaching, proper guidance and stuff like that needs to be worked around. Also, just to finish this esports thingy off, India wasn't even allowed to play in the OWCS. Like, India wasn't in the mentioned country, so if you have to be an Indian and play, you have to act as an import. So India was constantly kind of neglected for that, OWCS starting back. So that was not very healthy for us as well anyway. But even if in the future they do allow us like a proper system, like, okay, India is allowed, you can have a player of the team of 6 players or 7 players who are Indians and can register as an OWCS team, that'll be good at some point. But right now the situation is not like that, but hopefully it changes. Our voice reaches them and it changes, and there is a system.
Yeah, I think Overwatch League was a lot more helpful for like those kind of import situations
exactly
than
OWCS.
hopefully.
Right. Hopefully something changes. Okay, we're coming there. The part that I'm really interested to talk about, because I've been subjected to that, whatever we call it, banning system and everything. I'll share my story, then I'll take yours. You kind of blew up in the scene, with your first ban that happened. I want to talk about that once. And then I want to talk about the second, the one that's going on right now. But before that, I want to tell you my story, my part of the story. I'm an Indian. I'm a brown man, right? And I stream. And people know me. So whenever I stream, people come into my chat, have a racist thing to say, because why not? Just do it. And they just throw my games. There's a few things that they do. There is a proper set pattern. They throw my games. They be toxic. They be racist. And then when I talk back, I get mass reported and I instantly get banned. And my talking back is not being racist. I'm not being sexist. I'm not being homophobic. I'm just saying quit the game. Or turn on your monitors. I'm saying probably zoo animals or something like that. I don't know. That's the maximum I go. I cannot be any kind of racist or whatever. Right? I can't be that. I'm not built like that. So I don't counter racism with racism or homophobia with homophobia or sexism with sexism. But I get mass reported because I'm saying something, and Blizzard just bans me. All of my 3 OG Overwatch 1 accounts has been permanently banned and they have been closed. And I can't even, I have no way or a pipeline to go and appeal for it. Like, it's impossible for me to get through them and get some result out of it. So I've just let it be.
Yeah.
Right. So, but when that thing happened to you, right? I connected to it so nicely that, okay, why did he get banned? Then I researched on it. I saw a lot of videos on it. The first ban I'm talking about, that everyone made a video on it. This guy from Overwatch got banned for. Now you tell me, your part of the story. What exactly did you say back then?
Yeah, so I'd actually been punished a lot of times, but like I
Right.
made a video on that one
Yeah.
because it was a month-long ban and it conflicted with like my collegiate season, so it's kind of like I was trying to get something out of it. But basically back then was when I got banned for saying the F and the SH word. Like I remember there was like some big stuff on Twitter because PJ was talking about you can't say the F or the SH word.
Right.
So that's what the content was of my ban and my material.
Right.
And obviously, like you looked at my logs, and that's really all there was to it.
Yeah.
And I've always kind of been like that. I mean, I don't think that that ban differs much from my other ones. It's just like similar to what you were saying, where like if somebody is talking to me, like I'll respond back, and like maybe you get into it, but it's like never anything like too serious. But I remember like that happened, and then I tweeted about it, and then there were some articles written about it by like Jake Lucky and Exerto, and then eventually like Moist Critical made a video about it. Asmon Gold made a video, so there's a lot of stuff going on
Yeah.
around it, and Blizzard never really like responded to any of it, so it's kind of awkward. But it was just a 1 month punishment, so it wasn't too big of a deal.
Right.
But yeah, that time around it was just for like saying swear words,
So
and
that
I
one
think
that,
that should definitely be allowed.
is is that 1 month, that one entire month was the part when you were actually actively competing in collegiate, or?
So there was like it was the spring semester of the collegiate season, I think,
Yeah.
and it was like there's this one big like collegiate tournament at the end of the year.
Right.
So like a collegiate season will last 4 or 5 months,
Yeah.
but like at the end of the season, there's like a 1 month long tournament, and it was like right around then. So like I wasn't able to play a lot of the regular season for that tournament. We got into the playoffs, and then I was able to play like a few playoff games, but
Right.
I didn't play that many of them because they were just so used to playing without me at that point. So, and that
Yeah.
was like my last season that I was in collegiate. So there was like no next season. It was like my final season, and it kind of sucked, but
Right.
yeah, it interfered with a lot of that tournament.
Yeah, it sucks, man. That sucks. And then, but in a month, it was all gone, and then people forgot about it, and life moved on. I hope for you. Was it
Yeah,
was it
yeah,
was
they
it
never responded to it, but
was it
okay.
traumatizing? Like, what was the mental health part like? Was it like really bad? Like, how were you like at that point of time? Because I did not get a chance to talk to you at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how was it
I mean,
like?
it wasn't like I had other accounts that I was able to play on.
Yeah.
I would say the only really big obstacle was not being able to play in collegiate. It was kind of sad, especially because like our team was going. There was like so much stuff going on within our team at that time,
Yeah.
and it's like they kind of like needed me to play, but I just wasn't able to. But we had like backup players that were able to play, and they did pretty well. But it wasn't like I was super stressed about it or like depressed. I just kind of wanted something to happen. Never really happened, but I still had other accounts to play on. I was still able to stream and stuff, so it was whatever.
So I mean, your team, like, potentially your team should have suffered because one of their players were out and they had to use backup players. But generally, I mean, realistically, they did well. Like, they did well with or without you. So that was kind of okay. Like, I think that was at least better, because
Yeah,
if you get
wasn't
banned
like
and
the
your
worst case.
yeah and your team doesn't do well, that'll be like you take a lot of the blame for yourself, and you'd be like more you know into the matter, and you'll be like fucked up in the head, like what the fuck is happening, like because of me, like
Yeah,
five other players are suffering or whatever. Yeah. So
yeah.
at least that part was sorted out, and then a month went by, and then you got unbanned and stuff like that. What happened now?
Okay. Yeah, the one now.
Yeah.
So I was actually permanently banned twice. The first time I got permanently banned was because I said WTF, and then I put a Twitter post about it,
Yeah.
and then somebody from Blizzard unbanned me.
Yeah.
Then a few months later, I got permanently banned again in November 2024, and that's the ban that's going on right now.
Is it on VC, or did you
And
type it? Did you type it, or was it on VC?
I typed. I don't think they ever really send you anything from VC. I don't think
Oh,
they really care.
okay.
But I was typing, and a lot of it was like friendly, like banter towards another streamer, Cardi fan, who plays Doomfist.
Doomfist, yeah.
And I was like saying that I was like joking with him. I was like, "Bro, you're terrible at Doomfist," and
Yeah.
I was like, just like stuff like that. And that's what they put in my logs to show me why I got banned. And they don't know the context, so I think that this ban is obviously super unjustified itself. But no matter what I do now, I DM people, I post about it on Twitter, I make videos. I can't do like no matter what I do, this one hasn't been addressed. They haven't, unbanned me. Obviously, they haven't made a statement or responded even in DMs to me with any like
So,
actual information.
so the word that you said is you're shit on Doomfist, and
I didn't even say shit. I just said you're bad at. I just said
oh, you're
bad.
bad at
So
Doomfist.
I was actually trying not to use swear words.
Oh,
It
okay,
didn't
okay.
work.
So it didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't work even if you don't use a swear word.
Still
So,
got banned.
so do you
Yeah.
think that's the report system fucking you up, or that's the mass report fucking you up, or what exactly? Or do people hate you, or like what?
Yeah, definitely. I think something is up with that account. I don't know, because I play on other accounts
Yeah,
where I play a lot, and I
yeah.
like type the same. If not, I even type worse on my other accounts,
And you
and I
don't
don't
get.
get punished. Yeah, so my
Oh,
main account is like,
yeah.
I think there's like something up with it. I think a lot of people just reported it like for fun, like to do it because
Got
they
it.
knew that I would get banned.
Uh,
I don't know if like the longer you're like, if you like already are punished, I don't know if like they're like more strict on your account after that. I don't know
yeah.
what it is, but something was up with that account.
Got it. Got it. So now you, whenever now, so now you do you not use the Durpee name anymore, or just you use Hero Brian, or I don't know, Renaissance.
Yeah, pretty much. And accounts that I play on a lot, I don't. I named one Durpee a couple of days ago and played on it, but not like too much because I think it draws like a lot of people to act like report and
Yeah.
stuff, and I know I just
It's not
think
healthy
it's
because
easier to play on different accounts with other names.
like my account I spent around like $30 to buy it. Then I spent like I don't know how many dollars for battle passes on it,
Yeah,
and then it gets spent, right. And then there were other two accounts which are also bought in Overwatch 1, like $30 each. So I mean, $100 might not be a huge amount of money, but it has some kind of sentimental emotional value attached to it. And when you
yeah,
you get banned for unjustified things where you don't get an answer, and people are constantly picking at you, and it's like you throwing stones at someone till he reacts. The moment you react is the one you just become the villain, and that's the
yeah,
thing. I think Blizzard needs to sort it out. I think it's my personal pledge to Blizzard as well that they should do something about it, or just have a better reporting system. Like, I'm not trying to manipulate all their reporting system or something. I'm just trying to ask them to be better judge of it and have an actual person monitor it, like, so to see what exactly is happening. I'm pretty sure people from Blizzard are on your chat as well at some point of time. They see what you're doing.
no.
No, bro,
Well, maybe, but
it's
like I don't think
impossible.
they're. I don't think. I have a command where you can see somebody's watch time, and like we always test to see it, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they don't have any watch time. Maybe if
Okay.
they're watching like off
May-
of a different account or
yeah, maybe
something,
different
but
account, but it's impossible when people have made videos on you when they have gotten like millions
yeah,
of
they've definitely seen
views.
the videos or the
Yes,
tweets.
yeah, they have seen it. So
Yeah,
some point of time when you again make a tweet in the future, they know that yeah, something with this guy is not you know good again, and they come back and they watch it. Watch the what? Some point of time they do, but when they do, what do they do exactly? Like, is it still bannable? Will they not unban it, or I don't know, because you streaming and passing content to others is a mode of the game's promotion as well. At some point of time, like, you're promoting the game by playing their game, no matter how big your viewership is. If it's small, if it's big, if it's medium scale or whatever, you creating content out of it, you making YouTube videos out of it, you making live content out of it, and putting on Instagram reels or TikToks or whatever, you're still promoting their game at some point of time. So it's their duty to at least respect it back, and do something about it, because I'm pretty sure they're seeing
yeah,
it. They're seeing it. It's not that they're not seeing it. Maybe they're watching a
yeah.
like a recorded word or something. They're seeing it, but I don't know how do they act, or what's, maybe it's actually wrong on their part, or maybe morally it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I also feel really exhausted when I hear about these kind of bans. It's very stupid, I feel. But
Yeah,
hopefully it gets solved. Do you want that account back? What do you think? Or are you okay
yeah, I
with?
do. I mean, there's just so much history on the profile, a lot of skins that I had,
Yeah,
and like you said, like I
yeah,
did spend money on like battle passes and skins.
yeah,
But I do agree with your sentiment where it's like if I'm putting out content to promote their game, and they do see it, like I know they see it. Like I've had a developer in somebody else's chat say that
yeah,
they do know about it.
yeah. I
But when I contact them, they don't really say much. It's like they don't seem to actually do anything.
do anything exactly. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
why that is the scene, but hopefully it changes. Hopefully it changes for the better in the future. I mean, what can we do? We can just make our voices heard. That's the most we can do, I think. But yeah, that's about it. Just jumping
Mhm.
to the one of the final segments. Why why did you, like, I know the transition from being a pro to a content creator. I get that transition, but going content creation was going full time content creation, or maybe do you have another job, right? Because last time I popped into or you were at least pursuing a full time day job, like something to do with computers, or not?
Yeah, I quit the job. I'm doing full-time content now,
So
so
so you're full-time content right now. So when you're in full-time
yeah.
content, why that? That's the question. So why that jump? Why do you think this is helping you more than that would have helped?
Well, when I was doing my other job, I would like, think about content creation and streaming and like the game and stuff. So I kind of felt like
Yeah,
if I did it full time, it would feel more fulfilling.
yeah,
And it does. I think there's obviously risks to it, but I think like in the long term, like I'll thank myself for having made the decision. It's like I don't mind getting on the stream and playing for like 12 hours if the game feels good to play, Or it's
yeah,
like if my other job, I didn't feel like I had that passion to, keep learning how to be a better, software engineer and like stuff like that. I didn't have the passion that a lot of other people did for that type of stuff. So I
right.
knew something was kind of need to be changed.
How did people close to you react to this? Like, if you want to share, or like,
Yeah. Um, my parents initially were kind of confused because I think also like back then they never really had Twitch or like live streaming and they
yeah,
couldn't ever like pursue that.
yeah,
So they kind of had to like understand what I was doing and I tried to explain it best I could
yeah,
and like the path I was going on. And eventually they kind of both
yeah,
agreed with me that like if I wanted to do it, they kind of trusted me to like make it work and they because other stuff I've done like through high school and middle school and stuff like
yeah.
I ended up being pretty successful at it whether it was like running or like playing trumpet or just some random stuff
Okay.
so I think they like maybe had like they're like trusted me to
Give him a
do whatever I
chance.
wanted to
Give him a chance and
and I
see how.
also like
Yeah,
yeah
yeah.
and I also knew that like I had backup options like if it doesn't work like I can still go back to like software engineering and stuff like I had the job for a couple of years to where it's like I'm probably decently well off even if everything fails
Mm.
to where like
You have a time. You
I'm
have
not gonna
a.
go
You
homeless
can.
in like 2
Yeah,
years,
of course.
So,
Do you stay alone,
yeah.
or
What's up?
do you stay alone?
Run. Running.
No, no.
So I did the.
Do you stay alone?
Oh, stay alone. Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry. Yeah, I do.
okay.
So I've been living by myself in an apartment for like a year and a half,
For you.
2 years ish.
Got it.
Um,
So,
but yeah.
so that kind of helps you, create better content because you're alone and you've like no one around to,
Yeah.
answer to or something like that. Is that helpful, or would you want to be with someone soon? How does that happen?
It's very helpful like to be by yourself. Obviously, like no parents asking you to do stuff or like no roommates you have to worry about like being quiet.
What about a
Like
partner?
obviously. Yeah, in the future, like a partner would be nice. But I think I'd have to get a bigger apartment because right now I'm
Yeah,
obviously a one bedroom,
yeah.
but like I would need like rooms to like be able to like still stream as long as I want or like
Do
max volume, whatever.
do
And
you
I'd have to also understand.
do you have a partner, or
No, I don't.
uh,
But in the
actively
future, if I did,
okay, actively pursuing, or just focusing on content?
right now I don't think like right now I'm aware of like if I had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
it'd probably deter the path that I'm on for content creation and take up a lot of time and make my schedule inconsistent. So I'm not actively pursuing, but it's like I'm open to it if something comes up. But I don't really
Right.
put myself in the situations for anything to come up because I'm, streaming the whole day.
you
So I
you
kind of
you
understand like
you
where I'm
do
at.
realize the field that you're in, content creation, streaming, your persona, that attracts a lot of ladies, or whatever way you swing at. Yeah, I mean, so that is, you're not putting yourself consciously, but unconsciously or subconsciously you're already there. So I'm pretty sure you get hit up on DMs here and there, or people do try to approach you. Look, dude, it has to be like, I understand, I've been there and I've seen it. So when that happens, when someone approaches you, what do? Like, you just, okay, bye, or something. How do you react?
It's kind of, I mean, like it rarely doesn't really happen, but like, um, I mean, it's kind of, it would kind of be like awkward, like I'm not really pursuing like an relationship, maybe if
Oh,
I'm
okay.
cooked at like 35. Then yeah, but I'm still holding out hope that I can get something working out like in real life. But
Right,
like
right, right, right. Okay, man.
whatever happens, happens. But
Okay.
I think it's kind of awkward if that stuff ever does happen, where somebody messages me like that because it's like I'm not really interested in long
So,
distance stuff. And I
so you've never been in
yeah,
a relationship, or like how?
no, I have,
Oh, okay. And that
but not like actively. It's been
you're
a couple
actively
years.
couple of years. Got it, got it. Uh,
Yeah.
so your singlehood, and your content creation, and everything around that part. Um, are you satisfied, or are you striving for more?
Um, It's like
Yeah.
satisfied like with life or like as a content creator, or what do you mean?
I don't know. You tell me. Are you satisfied? Like when you wake up, do you feel motivated, driven, and like
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was.
I like seriously like that's why I quit like the job is because I have so
Yeah.
much passion towards streaming and like creating content and like I always want to do stuff that
Yeah.
stands out. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing podcasts of my own. I've been doing community tournaments. I've been doing like subathon stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to think of like ways to like, make entertaining content while also still being competitive in Overwatch. And it's kind of hard to do because they haven't done too much, but I
Yeah.
do think it's possible. And I think like seeing people blow up on Twitch and YouTube, just anybody, like a content creator that you can think of, is like motivating for me because it's like I know that like they probably started around where I am or like
Yeah.
even worse. So it's
Yeah.
like there's really no limit to what I can do. So yeah, I feel like every day I'm always kind of chasing to like, be, a better streamer, better player, stuff like that. And I feel like, quitting the job and like having full focus on that has been really helpful for like driving ideas and stuff. So yeah.
So one very straight up focused advice that you want to give someone who's focusing on content creation, because you've been, when I watched you for the first, I don't know, 10-15 days, or I mean, I don't know, maybe a month or two, you were averaging at around 10 to 15 viewers, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I was there, I watched.
Yeah, no, I was.
Yeah,
Long
I,
time,
I,
yeah.
yeah, I watched at that point of time, and then I watched you when you were averaging 200, 300 viewers, 400 viewers, your YouTube
Mhm.
blowing up, your tweets blowing up. I was there the entire journey, and I was watching, and I was kind of rooting for you as well, because I connect with your content, so it's very obvious for me to root for you. So that entire path that you took, any ideas that you are any straight up, okay, you can do this and you can achieve this, or maybe if you follow this regime, this might help you in the long run. So anything that you can give from your journey, at least till now, when you blow up later and you have like 40,000 concurrent, we'll ask again, but for now,
Yeah.
whatever.
I would say if you want to like stream and you feel like you have the passion for it and like the personality, then I would definitely encourage anybody to do it.
Yeah.
I would say the way I kind of got put on like bigger screens was through YouTube
Yeah.
and through like having connections with, like other streamers. But I think
Yeah.
anybody can really do like YouTube content and TikToks. And I would also say that I think it's pretty cliche, but it's like I think it's pretty important, especially in the Overwatch community, just to like be like your true self, be who you are, because you have a lot of content creators, and like no disrespect to anybody, but like a lot of the content creators in this scene are like super casual, like very cozy streamers and like stuff like that. And like I kind of knew that I stood out, and like sometimes I would question like, do I have to like change my personality or like do other things or like stop caring about the game to like make it as a bigger creator in the scene. But I think like people like just want to like watch you be like your
Right.
true self, and like people like watching my content where I'm like trying and ranked, and like even flaming teammates sometimes is funny to watch, obviously.
Of
So I
course,
think
yeah.
like really anybody can do it, and I'm not saying that you have to be like me or like you have to be super off the other like scale where you're super PMA and stuff.
Yeah.
I think you can really just do whatever you want, and you can promote your content, especially in 2026. You have YouTube and TikTok and stuff, and I think
Oh, we don't have
also I want to
TikTok
say
in
I
India. We don't have TikTok in India.
think okay.
It's
Well, you have
banned.
YouTube.
You have YouTube. yes.
YouTube, Instagram, whatever you have.
Yeah.
And I'd say this is obviously later in the line, but I think like investing in like editors or like people to help you promote your content is good. Even if you lose money, like let's say you're paying your editors more money than you get from YouTube, I still think it's worth it because I
Oh,
think the
okay.
amount of people that go from YouTube to your Twitch stream and that eventually turns into, ad revenue or like
Yeah.
Twitch subs. I'm not trying to say you're looking at your viewers as like a number, but like
No.
that's what it is. So I
Yeah.
think it's like worth it if you want to invest like that.
Okay.
Just
So you have
I don't know.
you have an active editor, or
What's up?
you have
Oh, yeah, I
you,
have two. I have two
you
editors.
have two editors, like a short
Yeah.
form and a long form, or like both do both.
Yeah. One did long, one did short, but now I'm having them both kind of work on like longer videos because I did the subathon. I have a lot of
Oh, content
to put
out of it.
so,
Got it.
yeah.
Cool, got it. That's pretty. Thank you for being so upfront, because these things actually matter. Like when you look at someone who's aspiring to create content and is like still worried like what their parents gonna say. Because in India, I don't know if you know that people stay with their parents for as long as they can. Like
Yeah.
right now, my dad is sleeping in the other room, and I'm not even kidding. This is like our culture. So we stay with our parents. We stick to our parents for as long as we can. So we don't have that. Like we do move out. Like okay, when you want to like moving out is not something of a taboo. Like people do move out here and there, and they do live their own life apart, like they get their own place and stuff like that. But sticking to their parents is also a part of the culture here. And when you're sticking with your parents, there's so many things that come with that. They keep asking, why are you playing games? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about someone who's aspiring to become a content creator now. Okay, who's like probably 15 or 16 and trying to play pro, or try streaming. Their parents are constantly behind their back. No, you should not play games. Not good for you. You cannot. This is not a viable career for you. So these kind of words of advices for them, and someone who's doing it, and I've seen personally. Like this is not someone that who just suddenly blew up or something. I've seen your journey. I've seen your hard work, and I've seen your dedication now, because when you shared your story with me, I saw your dedication, that you just quit your job and you were confident on creating content, and you're kind of doing it, and you're kind of succeeding, at least yet for now, and I hope you succeed even more in the future. But so that is really inspiring, and I hope someone takes a pointer or two from your journey and implements it on their own journey, and hopefully they also blow up, hopefully, and we have more Indian content creators and South Asian content creators and worldwide content creators, because I think content is the way to go in the next 50-60 years, because everyone is consuming some kind of content. I'm pretty sure you also consume some kind of content. What is the content that you consume?
Yeah, I watch other people's streams, or watch like short form videos.
So like scroll,
Twitter, but just kind of regular stuff.
got it.
And I'll also say this. I think it's also important. Like, I'm not going to encourage everybody to just like quit everything they're doing and stream for 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like when I was on my, like the last like 5-6 years when I've been streaming.
Yeah.
I'd worked different jobs, whether it's the computer science job or like a job at like a fast food restaurant or like a grocery store. And also going to school. So I think it's important to stay on top of your other things too.
Right.
And then maybe that will help your parents like be more like on track. It's like you do everything, and then like in your free time you choose to stream. And then you get to the point where you can justify doing it for like longer periods of time, then I think it would make sense to do that. But I also think like if your parents are open to the discussion, I think it's crucial to like talk about, just content creation in general. Because like I said, like back in like when they were young, they didn't have Twitch, they didn't have all these like forms of media.
No.
So like they don't really know what it's like, and they think of it's like they think like video games are still like Pac-Man and just like going to the arcade and like sitting there and wasting your time on games. But like now it's like you can make serious money off of it, even more than you could. Like if you really succeed, you could make millions a year off of it. So I think it's open, like if it's worth having the discussion and kind of talking about it, because like the times are changing, and I'm sure like in the future, the next 10 years is going to blow up even more. So I think there's a big future for it.
Your children, our children will see a very different parenthood, like from what we saw. I mean of course, like certain basics will remain the same, but like there will be a lot of discussions that we never thought we could discuss it with our because the last 10 years or 20 years of development has been like insane, like on any media field than that has been in the last 200-300 years. Like the last 20 years of boom has been more than what we have seen in the past 200 years. So the last 20 years has been just everything has just blown off the roof. Gaming has become a forefront, has become a major source of income for so many players. So many content creators have chosen video games as a part of sharing their story or sharing their content. Like they don't even want to play games. They just put up a random 8-bit video game just playing, and they just talk. So video game has still a role to play in that. They're doing a game. Like you've seen a lot of content creator just driving a truck through a subway. I don't know what game is that. They just I have no clue. I've just seen like content creators with like thousands of viewers. They just ride a truck. The video game is just riding a truck on the subway. That's it. That's the video game. They just use a wheel to ride, and 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people are just watching it. I don't know what game is that, but it's still a video game. So it has come a long way. One game that you need to choose right now, which is available in the market, that if given a chance you would switch to. One game. What will it be?
I think a lot of people are talking about Deadlock. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I might not even like it, but it seems like that game looks pretty good visually, and like it's not even out yet and has pretty good viewership, so maybe in the future, but
Deadlock is that game.
I don't know. Right now I'm pretty fixed on Overwatch.
No, of course, but I'm just asking for that one game if you had to
Yeah.
swap. So yeah, did you try Valorant? Is Valorant your something that
I hate the Valorant. So like obviously my mechanics aren't that good, but like you have
Yeah.
to be so patient to play Valorant, and I just want to walk down and like play a game. So
okay, dude.
it's just,
Same, yeah, I just
like the amount of time you're playing in Overwatch is like the entire game, and like
Yeah.
in Valorant you're playing for maybe a tenth of the game. It's
yeah.
like
It's the last 20 seconds where you actually make a play. I think I don't know, but
Yeah.
they just stand and peek and just do this entire game. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So that's not our game. Never was, never will be. You've been streaming for some time now, right?
Mhm.
Tell us a moment where you've looked at chat and you've been like, what? What did that person just say? Or what did just happen? One moment.
Every day.
I mean, yeah. So give us one of that.
Yeah.
Give us one of that. What was that one thing that I've just, oh, what? Like, you make people laugh, right? You make people laugh. What is that? What are those kind of comments that make you laugh? Or, that
There was this one time we were
Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
Gartic Phone is like a drawing
yeah,
game.
yeah, on Discord.
Yeah, we were playing
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like somebody drew like they're trying to draw Armatra, and it was a really bad drawing, and it
Yeah.
just looked like a triangle with like some stuff around it, and they wrote text on it that said RAM with like an arrow pointing to it. So like they told us what it was, but the drawing was terrible. And some guy came into my chat for the first time. So he, like the first time message,
Yeah.
he typed RAM, and then he typed there's like a Twitch Dorito chip emoji. It's like a Dorito, and it's the shape of a triangle, and he typed RAM Dorito chip, and it was like so funny. And the guys
But
typed-
why does Ramatra look something of a triangle? Oh, his face looks like a triangle. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't even remember. I think it might have been the face, or it might have been like if he's holding his arms
Oh,
together. And, like
okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so
But
that was
it was funny.
got it.
Yeah.
The part where the DMs where I was talking about the DMs that you receive. Any weird DMs that you've received apart from mine of recently?
No, your DMs are normal, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'd say like, dude, I don't know. I've random people send me friend requests all the time, and I don't really understand why, because they never send a message with it, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't mind if you want to add me as a friend, but like, bro, like at least like say something, because then I stop accepting friend requests, and I feel weird. But like weird DMs, like.
Okay, guys, when you send when you send Durpee a friend request, send a good hi and a welcome note. If you look, guys, ChatGPT is available. If you're making friends with someone, you can just ask, so, okay, I'm sending friend request to this guy. Please type a custom message so that I can send hi to him as well. So once you get more messages, you start accepting it, right?
Well, I feel like if I were to add somebody on Discord, it would be
Yeah.
because I want to ask them a question or talk to them about something.
Yeah.
But like, I never think of just adding somebody just to have them on the friends list. I guess that's my whole thing. It's like,
So nothing.
you just like want to have me on your friends list, or I don't know.
So no one has given you a weird DM as of late, or
Not lately, honestly. I'd say all the DMs I get are like pretty
normal.
understandable.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very. I mean, when you're streaming, I'm pretty sure, like, when I stream, I get a lot of DMs. Like, people just, I don't know, sexualize me for some reason, and they call me, like, weird terms. Even the guys, they just, are sexualizing me for some reason. And they're pretty straight, by the way. But they're just using weird terms. So those DMs kind of sometimes it gets very weird. So I get a lot of DMs like that most of the time.
Thankfully,
yes.
Thankfully, I'm clear off that. I did have one of my friends try to send me like a scam link from Mr. Beast a few weeks ago. But that's the only real thing I can think of.
That's it. So I mean, so you're pretty clear on that part. So all good.
Yeah. Otherwise, like, I'm not getting too many like suspicious like messages like that.
Yeah, all good.
Like you were.
But you can also filter it out. You have the possibility to read it and then just not reply to it. So all good.
Yeah. If it's weird, I'll probably just block them or something.
Got it. And then okay. That's it. Like, we're coming to the very end of it. I'll just do a very a quick rapid fire, and then I'll just finish it off. The rapid fire is going to be like something that you need to answer pretty rapidly. Like, don't take time to think. Like, one hero that you delete from Overwatch.
Lifeweaver.
Really? Okay, I'm not even gonna. Yeah. Best teammate that you ever
had. Danny. Actually, no, that's not true. He's a terrible teammate. I mean, Palette, like teammate wise.
Okay. Worst meta.
There was a Roadhog Pharah meta in like season 7. It was only in ranked, but it was Roadhog Pharah, and that was terrible.
Roadhog and Pharah. Okay. Ranked or scrims?
What's this one?
Ranked or scrims?
Oh, ranked or scrims? Scrims.
LAN online. If you played LAN, I'm pretty sure you have.
LAN, obviously, is way more fun.
One pro player who's your friend and you think is underrated.
Who's unrelated?
Underrated.
Oh, underrated. Sorry. Let's go with. I don't know. I would say Zomba, but I think he's accurately rated. But I think that guy is gonna make some big moves in 2026. Maybe.
You're not ready for
Zomba.
You're not ready for the next question. One pro player who's your friend you think is overrated.
Oh, that's a lot of those. Dude, that's a tough question to answer. How do I say somebody that's overrated?
Yep.
I'd say Cardi Fan 22. You know that guy's been getting it's been out of control lately. I feel like people are regarding him as the best player in the world.
Oh yeah.
Which he will be in the future.
But not right
he
now.
He needs to keep his head down and get to work if he wants to reach those goals.
Got it. One other sport that you follow that you've derived inspirations from. Other sport, like not esports, not games. Some sport.
American football, I think. Like
American football. Got it.
Yeah.
Because of our hero pool, I'm very. I still want to ask this because our hero pool is similar. Aim or brain?
Brain for me, but like, yeah, I think brain's just good overall to have.
Even in games like Valorant or?
Oh, Valorant maybe not.
Yeah.
But Overwatch, yeah.
Overwatch, got it.
Especially in 2026, when like a lot of the heroes that are good are like Venture or Vendetta, like they don't even require that much aim.
Right. A mistake that you think you could have avoided early on, that you did, and now you think that okay, I could have got been better if I just have not done that.
There's a lot of those. I mean, like obviously, just like being, like typing less.
Typing less.
What I put out on Twitter.
Yeah, but
what I put out on Twitter, having it like be less harsh.
But that made you who you are, no? So is that something that you don't want to do?
It did, but like I could probably still be fine if I wasn't permanently banned. I don't think.
No, but that's not what I mean. That made you who you are that is who you are. Like that is your personality.
Yeah, it is who I am, and the game doesn't allow it.
Okay, so
maybe like tweets, like the tweets I put off, just like phrase them better or something.
Phrase the
like,
tweet
so I can look better.
Got it.
Yeah. I can't think of anything in particular.
Okay. When you get off this scene, okay, whenever, I don't know, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, what is that one thing that you want people to remember you by? Durpee was what?
I just want people to like go to my stream and like, because I watch Twitch streams myself, so I understand like what people want to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like people come to my stream and like they feel like there's a sense of community, and it's not just like another stream where like the guy doesn't even read the chat and like doesn't really know who you are.
Yeah.
And nobody in the community really knows each other. Kind of like trying to develop that sense of community and make people feel like if they're coming to my stream, it's like actually worth it and not just they're sitting there watching somebody play the game.
Okay. So just Durpee was an active community builder or someone
cultivating a community. Yeah, I don't know.
Community cultivator. Got it.
Or like also like just the stuff like I'm trying to like do more than just playing ranked. I'm always trying to like do different things like the podcast and like tournaments that I host. So maybe like I just want to like stand out. I don't know like what the word is for that, but I guess I'll find it in the future maybe.
Got it. Yeah. That's about it. And any final thoughts that you wanna share or something that I think a final message to people who watch this content and your live viewers. I think I'm pretty sure you're live right now, right? So some anything that you wanna that is not esports related or that is not video game related, something that life taught you and something that you can relate to every day you wake up, that one learning was really important for me.
Yeah, I would say that I've never been able to like do too well in things that I just don't care to do, and I've never been able to do it long term, and I've never really wanted to do things that I just like, or I've never been like I can't force myself to do, a job that I don't want to do for 30 years. But it's like
Yeah.
whatever you like doing, and I don't care like how dumb it is or whatever it is,
Yeah.
like seriously like try to actually be like super good at it, because I think in like 2026 with technology and with social media being able to promote your hobbies, whatever it
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
I'd say like try to like make it to where you can sustain off of that, because I think that's like how you find fulfillment through your day-to-day life,
Yeah.
and just like doing stuff like that will help, mental health as well. Keeping that in check, that's always good. So
Yep.
yeah, try to stuff for that.
Thank you then, Mr. Durpee. And that was it. That was it for me. I really appreciate you, coming out and doing this for me. And I just wanna thank you. All these questions were my own. No one else had an part on it. So if you felt bad about any
Hmm.
question, I am to blame. And
Yeah, they're good.
yeah, okay. And I just try to be really upfront about whatever was happening in the community and whatever you were dealing with and how your life was. It was curated to you. It was not a generalized question answers pattern. It was for you, and for you to answer, and you did brilliantly. Thank you for doing this, man, and I really appreciate it. And I hope we can stay in touch, and I can reach out to you again probably when you have achieved more in life than you're already doing, and I really hope you do more. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I thought it was very well organized. I thought all the questions were really good, and I appreciate the
Yeah.
podcast, because I was like talking to other people. So, and
Yeah.
again, I have your link like pinned in my Twitch chat, so
Oh,
if people
okay.
want to support you, they can and stuff. So
Thank you so much,
appreciate it
man.
very much.
Appreciate it, man. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.